Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. And a great time to check out the power rankings, see how the teams are stacking up across the league. Taking a look at Atlanta, they're still dominant, sitting at number 1 once again.
And I think for the Barons, they're putting to rest any big concerns people may have had with this team, proving they are truly an upper echelon club.
Now the starting group for Baltimore. They've got Marcus Sasser, Alperen Şengün out there with Murray. Then it's Tari Eason, and it's Nembhard in at the 2. And for Atlanta, they've got Evan Mobley. Jalen Green is out there with Castle. Then there's Edey. Well, Doris, this is a game, including you and I, that everyone had circled on their calendars. So, that being said, how do you see it being played out?
We have 2 excellent teams. The talent is there. The coaching is there. There's so much at stake when 2 good teams square off. Make it anyone's call tonight, because I don't know exactly who's going to come out on top.
To the inside, and stolen by Mobley. On the wing, Green. Nembhard covering. Mobley wide open. Hits the three-point bomb.
Okay, quick shooting from the big fella. Mobley knocking in the jumper.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. He told me that Şengün won't be easy to contain. He pointed to his passing ability and said they can run their offense through him whether he's in the post or at the top of the key. He add in his scoring, and he presents a unique challenge. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Atlanta with the ball. Mobley outside. About 1 minute into the first. Second chance shot. Here's Edey. And finally they hit one.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Here's Sasser. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Murray, no good.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
For the 3. Rebound by Murray. And Murray's got the ball here for Baltimore. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And look at what they did in the fourth quarter. Just totally out of sync and lacking in intensity. And that turned into that huge comeback.
The ease with which the game comes to Evan Mobley. My goodness, it's fun watching this guy play above the rim.
Now, Sasser, 11 points for him in that last game against Portland. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Pass to Green. And it's blocked by Şengün. Lets it fly from 18. Bank shot, no good.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Şengün. Really had troubles in the loss to Portland. For 3, Murray. Rebound, Atlanta. Edey's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Mobley. Here's Castle. And here is Green. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Not even thinking about it. When Green is catching and firing like that,
timeout.
you know he's feeling.
So timeout called here, the first for the Barons. Check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Atlanta. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, the Barons, 4.5 games behind.
I think for the Barons, they've gotten off to a terrific start this year. We knew they were capable of playing terrific basketball, and so far, they have not disappointed.
Yeah, and there really hasn't been any feeling out process for them at the start of the season. They were in peak form immediately.
Here's Sasser. Scoreless thus far. 5 on the clock. Can they get it? Shot by Eason, no good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Castle takes it off the glass.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Baltimore trails by 9. Pass to Şengün. It's good.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against length.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there?
Atlanta with the ball, following the score by the Barons. And it's Green missing.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Now here's Murray to the wing right side. Şengün with the screen for Eason. No good with the layup. Atlanta leading by 7. Here's Castle, and he makes good on the layup. Castle's got his second basket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Şengün. Back to Sasser. Inside. And it's blocked. And he keeps control of the ball. It's stolen. In the corner, it's Eason. Back to Sasser. Shot from the wing. Again, the miss by Baltimore. And here's Atlanta. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Green. Basket counts. Green's got 5 now.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Baltimore trails by 11. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Timeout called, the Barons. Atlanta making a switch here. Sohan's checked in. And a switch here also for Baltimore. Moore is checked in for Andrew Nembhard. Back to Sasser. Here's Castle. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Now here's Murray. Down low, and Şengün throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Outside, Green. Here's Sohan. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Sohan's got 5 now.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Moore outside. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And well over halfway into the season now, GA, how much have the rookies changed since the start of the season?
Kevin, most are completely different players, right? The foundation was there, but they know their role on the team, and it's more about refining their game than learning it.
First free throw is good. Black's checked in for Atlanta. Donnie's checked in for Baltimore. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Moore against Green. Baltimore moving that ball around. Sasser with it. Still scoreless. Eason the screen. Shot clock at 5. Off target from outside.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Let's take a look at the numbers for Marcus Sasser.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
And the first one drops. Baltimore making a switch here. Davis is checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Baltimore trails by 16. Now Sasser. And it's Moore penetrating. 9 feet out. Rebound Atlanta. Edey's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Green. And it's Green slapping it down.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Here's Sasser after the basket by Atlanta. Outside, Davis. Just 5 on the clock. Baltimore needs to get off a shot here. Again, the miss by Baltimore. Atlanta leading by 18. With the teardrop. Şengün with the rebound.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball.
I mean, it's about the pace they played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Sohan. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Baltimore. Murray comes in for Davis. And so Sohan nails both of them.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Atlanta?
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
And that one falls for Claxton. Atlanta leading by 17. Here's Castle. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Murray.
He's really stood out for them over the past month, averaging about 18 points per, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
And the second free throw, good.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Green against Moore. Claxton a screen on Green to the paint. And Claxton throws it down.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Now here's Green. 7 points in the game. Over Moore. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Baltimore trails by 16. Murray finds Sasser. .143 left here in the opening quarter. Murray a screen on Green. Here's Moore. Rebounded by Castle. Atlanta leading by 16. Here's Green. Off with the layup.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Pass to Claxton. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Moore outside. Over Green. Great tee that time from Green. Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Here's Sohan. The shot, no good. Done with some nice D. Pass to Sasser. Here's the floater. Rebounded by Castle.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's Sasser. He has yet to score. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Murray right side. And it goes down 2 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
A deep three from Green, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Atlanta in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We've got more in store for you right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Atlanta leading by 16. We've got Williams. Sohan is out there with Smith. Then there's Black. And it's Castle in at the two-guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now, here's Dunn. Pass to Moore. Back to Dunn.
Right there.
Payne with it. Sohan's there. Intercepted. Smith outside. Back to Black. The three. Baltimore with the rebound.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Payne kicks to Murray. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Murray's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Barons. Pass to Sohan. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. And getting very close to seeing our final list of contestants for the dunk contest. And you know everybody in the discussion right now really wants to compete.
I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, if you got the hops and the repertoire, you want to show what you can do.
Almost all the way up there in the top spot. I don't know if he'll make it to number one, but you'd have to say he's going to be a part of the contest for sure.
It's looking that way, and the contest will be a lot better off having him in it. He always puts on a show.
And the list of participants is going to be final soon, so we'll be sure to keep you posted. This year's dunk contest should be a very special one.
And every year it seems we see something in the dunk contest that we've never seen before, and I don't think this year will be any different.
Now you've got to play in pick and roll if you're in the NBA game. Evan Mobley, a very good screen setter and a nice roll there.
Claxton against Smith. Murray kicks to Dunn. From the arc. Murray, no good. Atlanta leading by 16. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Sohan. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Baltimore with the ball after the basket by Atlanta. Zadors, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner 3 now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it would take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
The first free throw is good. Good on both. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Black. Back to Sohan. Rebounded by Moore. Baltimore trails by 16. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Nembhard finds Murray. 6 to shoot. Down low. The shot's good from Claxton. Claxton's got 7 points.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Mobley outside. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's a high basketball IQ by Evan Mobley. This guy uses the aggressiveness of the defender against him. Smart play.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Shooting two.
That one is off.
What you have to appreciate so much about Evan Mobley is his strong work ethic. This guy says he wants to be an all-time great, but he also puts in the work.
Jalen Green's checked in for Atlanta. And a switch here also for Baltimore. Marcus Sasser's checked in for Moore. And he's good on the second. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Sohan with the ball. He's covered by Murray. 11 feet away. No good off the back of the rim. Baltimore trails by 15. Back to Dunn. Murray outside. Nembhard with it. Working on Black. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Shooting for Baltimore, Andrew Nembhard, taking 2 shots.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second. Atlanta leading by 14. Sohan, the pass to Mobley. Back to Sohan. Mobley, a screen on Murray. Sohan. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Baltimore shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Free throw good, Murray. And so Murray nails both of them. Here's Sohan. 10 points for him. For Murray. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
From 18 feet away, his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Pass to Black. Mobley, a screen on dime. Black, no good.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Murray. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Over in the corner, Sasser. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Atlanta leading by 8. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, "It feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. Had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time." Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
David, you are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, DA, thanks. Here's Nembhard following the 3 by Atlanta. 5 to shoot. Pass to Claxton. Shot from the top of the key. Rebounded by Castle. Castle's got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside. It's deflected. Here's Sohan. He can't get it to go. Murray with the defensive effort. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Barons. 11-point game. Here's Sasser. Baltimore moving that ball around. Here's Nembhard. And he lays it straight in. Nembhard's got 8.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. for Baltimore. Şengün's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Moore subbed in for Murray. Uncovered. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Sohan's got 12 points in the game. Baltimore trails by 11. Moore outside. Done outside. High post, Şengün. Over Mobley. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Shot on the wing. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
Now here's Moore. Here's Dunn. Misses the three. Back to Green. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the three-pointer. 10 points for him.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Sasser. Still yet to score. Good on the three-point shot.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Green, and again it's Atlanta.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Nembhard with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Portland. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Atlanta making some changes. Jabari Smith comes in for Sohan. And it's Williams in for Black. And then for the Barons, Murray comes in for Dunn. And Tari Eason subbed in for Moore. Now here's Green. 12 points for him. Good, nice job down low.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Here's Nembhard. He's got 8. To the inside. Here's Şengün. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Jabari Smith picks one up. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Edey's checked in for Atlanta. Castle comes in for Williams. Last outing for Atlanta, it was a loss to the Warriors. To the paint, here's Edey, and it's blocked by Şengün. Got a piece of it, and it's going to be out of bounds. Baltimore will retain possession. And a quick look at how Atlanta's schedule shaping up. On Saturday, the Houston Rockets will come into town. Then on Thursday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Miami Heat.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Here's Nembhard. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Now here's Mobley. It's a 14-point game. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Wow, you have to love the decision-making of the big man, Mr. Mobley. What a pass.
For Baltimore, they've gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Nemhard with it, guarded by Green. Eason, a screen on Green. Pass to Eason. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Eason. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. It's Nemhard on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Murray is screen on Green. Here's Nemhard. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Nemhard's got 10 points in the game. Atlanta leading by 16. Mobley outside. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first half. Drills it from outside. Castle's got 6 points in the quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Eason. Hasn't made one yet. Rebound Atlanta. 80's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Green. Tries again. Fires for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 15.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so it's Atlanta cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome, folks. EJ alongside Shaq and Kenny. First up, here are the players of the week. And guys, I want to talk for a sec about the talent level in this league. In fact, I'd say it's never been better.
You sure about that, Ernie? I sense Shaq getting restless over there.
Hey, my mistake, big fella. Someone put crazy talk on the teleprompter. I was just, going along with it for giggles.
I'm not giggling, Ernie.
Come on, try it. Come on. I bet I can make you giggle.
I'm ticklish, Ernie. I'm ticklish. I don't want to worry. I'm ticklish.
Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Baltimore Barons.
A lot of bricks out there. Reminds me of my free throw shooting. Enough to build a house. Come on, man. Take it to the paint. Man up.
Man up is correct. These teams often get addicted, Shaq, to the 3. Time for some intervention here. What's your plan B, please?
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Atlanta leading by 22. On the floor for Baltimore, we've got Alperon Şengün. Marcus Sasser is out there with Nemhard. Then there's Murray. And it's Eason in at the 3, the small forward. Good work there as it goes.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Pass to Nemhard. Baltimore moving that ball around. Now, here's Şengün. And Şengün is right there.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. And that game concludes a 5-game homestand. And the layup is good. Green's got 14.
And that's tough if you're the defense. Green just beating them with better O.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Şengün finds Nembhard. Şengün with a screen on Green. Nembhard's shot is good.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Mobley outside. To the middle. Here's he. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agree. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Castle. Sasser with the rebound. Sasser's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For Atlanta, they have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he makes the first. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. For Baltimore, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Sasser finds Murray. It's Nembhard on the wing. Over Green. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been training everything they put up this month.
Well, offensively, people are moving without the ball, making the extra pass, and that's led to a high shooting percentage for them, really, over the last month.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Castle. Shot clock at 6. And Mobley throws it down.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Mobley's gone 4 for 4 shooting tonight. And Baltimore calls time here.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Let's take a look at Alperen Şengün.
He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so, averaging 21 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he's a great presence on the glass. He'll battle inside for every rebound.
He's certainly not afraid to mix it up. When bodies are around or flying, he's usually at the point of it.
Atlanta foul. Number 8. First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, Atlanta. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Nembhard, the jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Nembhard's got 15.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Outside, Green. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Murray outside. Eason with a screen for Murray. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's the screen from downtown. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Murray the pass to Eason. Now Sasser. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And now we get a chance to check in on Evan Mobley. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. And he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And yeah, he's such an efficient scorer, understands the offense, moves without the ball so well. That's why he's top 5 in field goal percentage. Down low, and stolen by Murray. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point. Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Pass to Şengün. Now Sasser. Back to Şengün. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Şengün's got 11. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Mobley is screened. Pulls up. The offensive rebound.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
And Baltimore calls time here.
It's time for Dance Jam. If you see yourself on the screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Keep on dancing.
Nemhard finds Sasser. Pass to Murray. Shoots over Mobley.
7 feet sneaking shots past Mr. Mobley is not easy. Send it back, Evan.
And that one drops. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Atlanta.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Baltimore has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. It's Şengün, top of the key. Pass to Murray. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Murray's got 8.
Well, that's somebody who sees the whole floor and delivers it to the perfect wide-open shooter.
Here's Edey. Green with the ball. From deep. Şengün with the rebound.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Atlanta's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Pass to Nemhard. It's deflected. And here is Green. 14 points for him. To the inside. And Mobley throws it down.
How about the assist coming off the deck? What a pretty bounce pass.
For Baltimore, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So, it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
Yeah, you know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. And the first one at the line is good, and it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And a switch here also for Baltimore. Moore's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Atlanta's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Back the pass to Smith. Inside. Here's Sohan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
All the officials are all over that one.
For Atlanta, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. First one falls for him. Davis is checked in for Leaf. Both shots good from the stripe. Baltimore has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Moore outside to the right side. Dunn kicks to Moore. Pass to Murray. Lets the three fly. They get it back. Şengün. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Atlanta making a switch here. Ware's checked in. Atlanta's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Smith the pass to Sohan. He shot 5 of 6 at the foul line.
Jeremy Sohan taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Atlanta making a switch here. Lewis is checked in. So he gets them both. So it's the Barons now. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Şengün. Here's Murray. Lewis grabs the board.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Nice shot by Smith.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Pass to Sasser. To the middle. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Wide open. And it's Sohan missing.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Pass to Murray. Back to Sasser. And the bank shot is good. Sasser's got 5.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Screen by Smith. Here's Black. No good from outside. And Murray's got the ball here for Baltimore. To the paint. Şengün, no good. Atlanta's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And let's take a moment to show you the NBA's best rebounding teams over the last 10 games.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
That's good from Williams. Foster's checked in for Atlanta. Then for Baltimore, Nicholas Claxton comes in for Şengün. And it's Payne in for Murray. And Williams drops them both. Baltimore has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Now here's Payne. He's covered closely. Foster against Claxton. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Payne. Rebound Atlanta.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Black dishes to Foster. That shot misses. Baltimore shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Pass to Dunn. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Out to the right wing. Sasser finds Dunn. The three-pointer, no good. Atlanta's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Here's Black. No scoring in this one. For three, Smith. Takes the three. Hits it from three-point range.
And every team wants long guys who can also make threes. Smith checks both boxes.
Here's Sasser. He's guarded by Williams. Sasser gets the bucket. Sasser's got 4 points this quarter.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And so it's Atlanta with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Sohan is out there with Jabari Smith. Then it's Williams. Then there's Black. And it's Reed in at the one spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Smith with a screen on Dunn. Here's Sohan. Dunn covering. Sohan, the pass to Reed. And he comes up with the deuce. Reed's got his first 2 points.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
Nembhard with it. Driving inside. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
Pass to Black. Doris, why is there so much parity around the NBA now?
Yeah, Kevin, I think the new salary cap rules have certainly contributed to what we're seeing in terms of that parity. Super teams are more difficult to assemble. The talent is more evenly spread. And obviously, it has made for a greater level of competition. What could be better?
There's the drive. 7-foot shot. Nembhard's shot is good. Nembhard's got 19 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now, here's Reed. He's covered by Sasser. Pass to Sohan. Claxton with the steal. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Up top, Nembhard. Over to the left wing. Now, Sasser going inside. Atlanta with the rebound. Sohan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Black. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
And the dunk by Sohan.
And good pass right there from Smith Jr. His teammates appreciate that selflessness.
Here's Sasser, guarded by Reed. And the rejection by Smith. Pass to Black. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Down low. Nemhard with it, working on Black, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Lee checked in for Reed. And a switcher also for Baltimore. Tari Eason's checked in for Moore. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Black. He's covered by Sasser. The 11-footer, a nice shot by Black. Black's got 5 points now this quarter.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Claxton the pass to Eason. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Cody Williams.
At the line for Baltimore, Eason taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Eason. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
He's off on the second. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. And it's slammed in by Smith.
Oh, 2 loud points from Smith there. Get up, Jabari.
The Barons have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Nemhard. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Shooting for the Barons, Andrew Nemhard at the line for 1.
1 shot.
That free throw, good from Nemhard. For Atlanta, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and the dunk by Sohan.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Moore right side. Screen by Şengün. Shot from 12. Rebound by Smith.
Boy, what a job defensively. You couldn't play that any better.
Pass to Black. Back to Smith. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. Do you think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Payne, he's checked in for Andrew Nemhard. And so Moore nails both of them. For Atlanta, they've gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. Sohan with the ball, working on Vane. They get it again. Nice fake with the layup off the mark. The Barons have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Kick out to Moore. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Donnie's checked in for Baltimore. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Black. Payne covering. We've heard some players, Doris, propose that refs should be fined for missed calls, especially with the game on the line. What do you think?
Kevin, I couldn't disagree more. First and foremost, the level of accountability for NBA officials is unprecedented. And keep in mind, there is discipline for high-profile mistakes and mistakes of all kinds. Every single game, every single call is evaluated, and you see their progression in terms of, yes, they'll officiate in the playoffs, or no, they won't. We are right where we need to be.
Sohan inside. Murray on him. Scooped up.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
Şengün with the screen for Dunn. Puts up a 3. Doesn't go for him.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Baltimore has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Leaf. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2, Leaf.
And the first one drops. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
Looking at who's out there now for Baltimore. Andrew Nembhard's checked in for Dunn, and Marcus Sasser subbed in for Payne. Here's Sasser. Murray outside. Pass to Şengün. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
And, you know, the more you watch Smith, the more you marvel at his feel for the game.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. For Baltimore, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Now, Nembhard. There's a screen by Murray. Nembhard with it. Pass to Sasser. Nembhard with it. Screen by Şengün. 4 seconds left. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Personal foul, 4th team foul. Shooting for Baltimore, Andrew Nembhard. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, good from Nembhard. Of course, we're in the world now of super agencies, which consolidate player representation. What do you think?
Kev, I think obviously it gives some more power to the players because of the bargaining leverage. But for player movement, does it give more power to the big market teams? We're going to have to watch this unfold.
And so he makes both from the line. For Atlanta, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. To the inside, and stolen by Şengün. Here's Eason. Atlanta with the rebound. Now, Sohan. Pass to Davis. High post shot. Count the basket. Davis has got his first bucket in this one.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Now Murray. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. Down low. A nice shot by Sohan. Sohan's got 12 points here in the second half.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Şengün with a screen on Davis. Ring shot on the way. Nembhard's shot is good. Nembhard's got 26.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Smith outside. Outside, Davis. Black in the post. He's covered by Sasser. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. You know, Doris, I'm not sure many people take into account what a grind the NBA season is.
I couldn't agree more, Kevin. And listen, these guys have the best of what's available. They stay at top quality hotels. They have incredible professionals that take care of them. But there is no making up for lack of sleep when you've played a game at 8 o'clock at night, you leave the arena at 1, and you may arrive in your next city at 4 or 5 a.m. and tip off that night at 7. And this goes on week after week. It is not easy.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Williams with a clean look drills the three-pointer.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
Murray outside. High post, Şengün. Pass to Nembhard. There's a screen by Murray. Clock at 4. Shot from free throw range. A shot by Nembhard, no good. Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Atlanta.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season. Pass to Eason. And it's going to be out of bounds. Baltimore will retain possession.
In for Atlanta, number 7, Khalil Ware.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Murray. Atlanta with the rebound. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Here's Black. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to present our player of the game.